r/distressingmemes missing. This is Oblivion Awaits, I think, Listerine after oral. So this is gonna be really bleak and depressing when you're selling a house for an old woman and you walk into a child's bedroom that's been unchanged for nearly 30 years. That means that kid got abducted by Peter Pan and taken to Neverland, baby. That's sad. That's sad. Unchanged bedroom. The parents can't move on. It's messed up. He lost the good fight. The 21-year-old who told his mom he'd be home after the first time at the front lines. Dude, that dummy is getting eviscerated. What are they shooting at that? Are they shooting like an actual artillery, like a Gatling gun at this dummy? Dude, he's getting massacred. They massacred my boy. What is that? Does anyone know the context behind this? They're lighting him up like a Christmas tree. Dudes, they just got firing squatted. Sent Unk Alert? What? Unk Alert? I like to use my victims as fertilizer to grow small plants, which I then send to the victim's family as a condolence present. Most people neglect potted plants they receive as gifts, so in a way, it's like they're letting their children die all over again. That is dark. What is it? What is this guy's name? Rupert? Moopert? Poopert? Dupert? I don't know. The Sesame Street character is diabolical, though. That's like, I don't even know who this is comparative to. That's like evil. I don't even think the Joker would do something like that. When you're at the family function and the distant relative who assaulted a child shows up. Huh? Dude, at that point, you get... Oh, my God. You guys got to all collectively beat his ass at that point. Throw him out. Why would that distant relative even show up? Who invited him? Who invited this man? Hey, did you hear what the YouTuber did? The immortal flesh cube that has human-level consciousness with no ability to show it. I want to be... No, low-key, I want to be a flesh cube. Being a flesh cube seems awesome, dude. Tell me you guys don't want to be this right here. You don't want to just roll around like that game that you used to play on Cool Math where you had to like flip the block into a hole. This seems like a cool existence. Maybe draw me a little smiley face on there, put a little top hat on me. I would be a flesh cube doesn't sound like a bad existence. How it feels to inherit your mom's mental illness and your dad's inability to communicate. The bloodline strengthens. What is this visual from? Is this like an anime intro or a cartoon intro or something? He didn't pull the trigger, but you know some part of you died that day. It's Friday night and your dad's drunk. He starts jokingly messing with the family gun. He points it at you. Boom! Isn't that like every father's fantasy, I imagine? Shooting your own kid? I thought this was going to be a drunk driving meme, but it just turns out, I guess you're the deer in the headlights because your dad's pointing a gun at you and you're like, no, Dad, I'm innocent. You're not at work anymore. You're not a police officer. I'm not a minority. You don't have to shoot me. When bro keeps refusing to hang out with you during the summer, so you low-key fuse him with a walrus suit made of human flesh. Dude, isn't this movie called Tusk or something? That movie is like genuinely, like the practical effects are awesome. They're like awesomely terrifying. That is a terrifying image to look at. Oh, you like it rough in bed? What are you, a bed bug? Because seriously, bed bugs have extremely rough sex. What? Why are we learning bed bug intercourse? Female bed bugs often die from infection. Infection? After a male uses his pee-pee to bypass the storage pouch and get right into the ovaries by puncturing his pee-pee through literally any point of her abdomen. Even though she has a perfectly functional... Okay, it's called traumatic insemination, and it's horrifying. Look that shit up. I don't want to look it up. I think you explained it perfectly fine to me. I get what you're trying to say, and I don't want to get it. It's a bad day to be conscious, guys. A bad day to be able to read. I don't want to learn bedbug sex ed. You're learning this is bedbug sex ed 101, and you're going to learn. Class is in session. When I'm talking about how I would commit tax fraud during the purge and my homies are talking about which of our female classmates' houses they'd hit up for. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's terrible because people like that actually exist. Like, that's genuinely something that has probably happened in a lot of situations. What you've spent 1/3 of your only chance to exist in the universe doing. That's what I never understand. Those workaholics like David Goggins who think you should literally be training 24/7. You don't have time to have fun at all. What's the big, that's literally in our DNA. Like, we have to sleep. We genetically have to sleep. We die if we don't sleep. Sleep's fun. It's cool. It's rejuvenating. So I don't get why that's such a big deal. Why people act like sleep is such a waste of time. I'm a sleeper. Can we get some sleepers in the chat? Prom? How MSB dancing at prom just to overdose 2 weeks later? Is this from like personal experience here or what? I could see the Cat in the Hat overdosing though. The Cat in the Hat seems like he would definitely overdose. Watching childhood illusions of freedom and adulthood fade as I slowly realize that we're living in a dystopian future where we're forced to work at a shitty job in a polluted world where tyrannical pedophile elites treat us like cattle. Welcome to the world, you know? Glad you could join us. Hope you have fun. Yeah, hope you have fun. Wait till they find out about taxes and they add that into their post. My dad told me I became a man when I told him what happened. He laughed in my face for bragging. No matter how much you try to clean yourself up, you can still feel hurt. Oh, your hips still like, ooh, ew, yucky, ew. Lunas is a fucking dinosaur. 14 is old then. Whoa now. We don't need to go all the way to the prehistoric era, okay? We can at least say like Mesoamerica, maybe even the Mayans. I was around back then. Let's not go all the way back to the prehistoric era now. You're celebrating the victory of the New York Knicks in the NBA Finals. A neighbor calls the cops, mistaking your cheering for a scream in distress. You try to tell the cops that nothing is wrong. Meanwhile, your dog comes up to them. They shoot dead the dog. Is that something that actually happened? I'm scared to open the comments because I feel like this is actually something that happened. And I don't want that to be a reality. I just want to live in my little delusional fake world thinking that all of the posts on this subreddit are fake and just twisted works of fiction. Me taking a picture of... What a coincidence that the post below is a dog picture so I don't forget. Me taking a picture of my new dog to send to my family. He showed up at my house. Smile dog! Smile dog! Smile dog! Oh, he's not smiling. Oh. Maybe he's just being polite and he smiled for the camera, right? Maybe that's what it is. That's what it was, probably. Me waiting for my stepdad to try it again after I found his loaded gun unattended. Hit me! Boom! Chad stays winning. The virgin looks both ways before crossing. Nobody will remember him. The Chad vehicular manslaughter victim. Freak accident. Nobody saw it coming. Everyone's talking about it for weeks. The entire street is renamed in loving memory. The driver sees his face every time they try to sleep. That's what I'm guilty of it sometimes, like leaving a store. I always look, but some people like just straight up face in the phone, straight out the door, straight across the road. They don't look. Even if they don't have a phone in their hand, they just don't look. They just assume people are going to look at, like, technically, yeah, you're supposed to yield to pedestrians, but most people are distracted driving at this point, or a lot of them are, and they will plow you. They will run your ass over. Industrial spawn kill. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, some of those chicken farms, oh shit. Some of those chicken farms are really, 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 really sad. You encounter an elephant during a walking safari trip. You finally get to see one up close. I don't get this. Is this like a creepy pasta or like some kind of what is it called? ARG? I don't know where this picture comes from. Or is this just like a deranged elephant or something? Is that like a disease? I don't know. I don't know. You're enjoying the night with a steak in the UK in 1996. Suddenly, you see a recall ad for the exact brand of beef for something called Creutzfeldt Jacob. There's no post-exposure vaccine. All that's left is to wait and see if you're one of the lucky winners. Winner. See my prize. You're a loser. Sets and cries. When global reserves of oil finally dwindle and it gets confirmed to me that humans aren't immune to the pressures of natural selection. Resource wars, my beloved. When you wash yourself for so long. When you wash yourself for so long that you start bleeding, but you can still... Dude, these memes they're so... Okay. And it disconnected. Oh, hey! Thanks, Crazy Meerkat, for the $2 Australian, mate. You're asleep. We are terribly sorry for what is about to happen. You have a 72% probability of waking up. This is like a Twilight Zone episode or something. What the hell? Me watching the heroin flow gracefully into my veins, knowing full well I'll only experience a fraction of the euphoria I used to. We love heroin! Heroin's gonna win the World Cup today, guys, or whenever it ends. I don't know. Heroin for the win. Me when I break my neck after falling at Walmart and some overworked store employee says, "Sir, you're trespassing. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave." Real.